And 5, 4. Yay! Lights. Like, oh, let me turn on some lights. Wait a minute. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, goodness. There is an extra person on this call. Hi, everybody. This is bed. I'm in my home office. I hope stop the barking. I'm working. That's what happens when you have little babies. So let me just I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? I need to know. Where are my people at? People. I want to add my effects. Google effects. Yay. Because we are live. Oh, this is all crazy. There we go. All right. So where is everybody? Are you guys watching? I need to know if you guys are watching so I can totally kiki with you guys. Ba, 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 da, ba. Searching for a face. So are you guys here? Because I am live. And the reason why I wanted to try to do this was because this is like so fun. If you haven't, does anyone have any experience with Google Hangout? No? Anybody? Because I'm just trying to still figure it out. We want to get rid of that. Let's go original. Let's go brighten. Yay, that's the brighten thingamajig. So we're going to just turn this off. It's searching for a face. There we go. There. So it's like really bright. So I need to like maybe do like a spotlight. Is that better? Spotlight. Oh, that is cute. Yay. So let's go ahead. Let's add some people. I want to invite people. Let's do it. Hit it. Okay, I posted invitations, so you know, I know my Twitter is blowing up. I don't know what you guys are tweeting about because I'm still trying to do this. There you are. Hi. Oh.
I don't know if I can.
Hi.
Hi.
That's my baby barking. I'm having tea.
So that's mad.
So you got to make sure that you have to make sure that your Wi-Fi connection is good. Oh, we have this mama tweet. She's landing in Atlanta, so she's gonna join in like on the call. So I gotta make sure. Oh, you gotta look into your camera. So you gotta look up. You gotta figure out where your camera is, and then you look up, and then we get this crack-a-lackin'. But where is everybody?
They can't log on either.
Why?
It's just not easy. It's not easy. There's no, the link you tweeted just seems like
Oh, you can totally hear me. That's funny.
I can hear you off of Ariel's iPad.
Well, it says that Lisa Reeves and Jared O'Rourke and Annie Hatcher are all watching.
Oh, so I'm sorry for cussing. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Aw, don't be mad.
Whatever. Spill some tea. Why?
Everyone's tweeting. They're at 813erica.com. They're hanging. This is funny. What's up? Oh, I'm gonna get addicted to doing this. Ba, ba, ba.
I don't want to watch you. I want to participate.
You can't. Oh, you should. Like, I could see, like, for instance, Ariel's here.
Can you see me or can you see my picture?
I see your picture, but I don't see you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how come I can't see me.
You gotta optimize.
I'm not paying attention to you. I'm mad at you right now just for having access. I'm so irritated.
That's funny.
I'm irritated.
Well, then you can even like watch it on YouTube. So
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube, and I'll share that. But YouTube is delayed too. YouTube is behind 10 minutes because they're like, please stand by.
really,
Yep.
oh, that's brand new news.
Okay. Well, you need to get the show on the road, sir.
All right.
Show must go on.
So we're gonna keep moving. I have my tea. So that's cute. Get some snacks. Get some snacks for yourself. And I know this whole Google Plus hot tea hangout on air. It took me a minute.
I can't stand you.
It took me a minute to figure it out too. So there's my way of staying like in the loop with all of you as we prepare for the 4th season of Happy Hour and All Things Fabulous on the Jorge Show. All right. I don't ever get to talk to all of you. All right. I know we go back and forth on Twitter, and I'm assuming like we're all friends, so we can be comfortable, right? I can chew with my mouth open, right? I don't get to talk to you, and I'm like, well, I need to talk to all my BFFs, to like my girls, and to other men's, who watch the show. Because it's been a long, it's still summer. Well, in Florida, it's like it's always summer. It is. We have like a couple days where you can wear like a turtleneck and you get all happy. And then by like lunchtime, you have to like put it away. So you're in my home office. And as you can tell, I have a nosy little brat right behind me. And he's looking out the window because he's waiting for his white daddy to come home. That's what he does. He'll sit right there on the little pillow and stare out the window and wait for his other daddy to come home. So meanwhile, I'm in here trying to make the coins to support this family. And that's a little house.
I'm still mad.
He's a bougie dog. He's a little piggy bank. Anyway, so this is a G. I need to know what you want. Like, what do you want? I need to know what you want because, I can do so many different things and go in so many different directions, but I was pulling some of my analytics, and it looks like all the people who either watch my show or follow me like on Twitter, and Facebook, and Instagram, it looks like everyone is really into like reality television and music and of course fashion, which, I'm all about it. So I can totally stay in that realm of the Kiki. Oh, and speaking of Kiki, I've been like hustling my ass doing all this like networking kind of stuff, which is totally new for me because I get all weirded out by all that. Like so many people always having lunch together like all the time. But I told one of my producers that I would totally stay open to it and do it and see what happens because we are trying to grow the show on a professional level. So but I get into these conversations and I cannot help but get into Jorge Show slang and some of the words that we use. And I remember when we first started, I wanted to come up with this glossary so you would know what I'm talking about. But there are people out there, believe it or not, there are people out there who have no idea what tea is, let alone drink it. I have no idea what tea is. They don't know what a kiki is. I mean, they truly do not. And so I'm going to have to kind of re-educate these bitches, you know, or just start educating them in regards to what kiki is and what tea is. And so you guys you have to help me out with that. So I make sure that people, if you ever mention those words and people ask you, just please don't hate, educate. Because I'll just be like, bah, 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 and they're looking at me like all crazy, like, what did he just say? What does he mean? I just assume, I mean, that you know, but I guess it's all vernacular, right?
Right. No
Well,
one knows what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a question?
Do I need to raise my hand? I don't know how to raise my hand on this thing.
No, but I can see you. You can be like, hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because no one knows what
Wait, let me turn you up. All right.
Verb.
Are you like turned up? Did you have anything to say?
No, I'm just saying I'm glad you're going to like break down your language to people because we don't all speak the same language. Even though it might be English, it may be a certain vernacular
I don't even know if it's English.
of English.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's tribal speak.
Yeah, it's very odd, you know, when you hang out with your girls and you get into this mode where you just assume, you know, look at my lip Twizzler.
You're so stupid.
My Twizzler is limp.
Now I want a Twizzler. I'm hungry now.
They're so great. These are the cherry kind. I love Twizzlers. I like the noise that you make when you're trying to open up the bag. I think that's hysterical. It just makes me laugh. And like the only time to do it is like when you're around a whole bunch of people and trying to be quiet and you just get it, you like, right? And everyone's looking at you. Not because they're hating because you're making a lot of noise, it's because they want some of your Twizzler.
But I don't understand. How is it that you don't chew gum?
I don't. You want to know why I don't chew gum? That's a very good question, and I have a great answer. I don't chew gum because chewing gum is not ladylike. And I'm all about, you know, social etiquette. And you know who taught me that?
Oh.
My sophomore English teacher. Her name is Mrs. Galogally, right? So you know a woman with that last name has a whole lot of rules in her life.
Yes.
And I remember she used to tell the girls that in school, she's like, please spit out your gum or throw it away or swallow it. You know, a lot of girls don't have a problem swallowing it. And so they were like, and she's, I mean, and it kind of hit me. I'm like, she is so right. That is like the worst thing. People like smacking, chopping, blowing bubbles. And it's like a real lady is not gonna like chew gum.
But you're chewing on Twizzlers.
That's different because like it's licorice. So I'm not chewing licorice. I'm eating it. You don't eat gum. You chew it. Like you're constantly masticating. You know, and that's the part that your mouth is always open and chomping like this ongoing action, and there's no end to it unless you swallow or spit it out. You know, so eating and chewing is two different things. You know, there's no like, right? And according to Emily Post, you can look it up too. And according to her book, I got the Bible. Hold on, let me get my Bible really quick. This
Stupid.
This is what everybody should be reading. Seriously.
No.
I think that there should be like an elementary school course, a high school course, and a college course. And make it mandatory that everyone like I mean, I live by this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's Emily Post, etiquette. And this is like the 75th, and this is like the Mamma Jamma. Look how thick it is, right?
I know, I've seen it before.
I know. And it's the 75th anniversary. And so, hi, Creative Sorry. She just joined the call. Hey, girl. Hi.
Hey!
What's the tea?
I don't know. You tell me. Hey, Michelette.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure mine out over here. I'm confused. I'm on Ariel's iPad.
I'm telling you.
I just can't. I don't know what the hell's
You
going
have to use your Apple products. I mean, they're just like the cutest. Well, Sadi, thank you for joining the Hot Tea Hangout. I know some people are just like watching it, I think because they are in fear of what they might be getting into. But I was just chomping on some Twizzlers, and their Twizzlers are like one of my favorite snacks with an X. And Shalette knows that I don't care for chewing gum, and she asked me what was the difference because I was like really chomping on the Twizzlers, and I was telling her that you chew gum but you eat Twizzlers, and that chewing gum isn't ladylike. A real lady does not chew gum. And I was taught that by a Southern debutante and an English teacher, and also I was telling her that should take a course, like this should be mandatory. This is my Bible. See how thick it is?
I see it.
And this is the 75th anniversary of Emily Post Etiquette, and I really, oh my God, this is so funny. I open it up, and the first thing I see is the role of your spouse. Funny.
I love it. I think this should be a requirement. I think it should be a requirement in college. You should take an etiquette course.
You have to. I think there should be a very basic. People don't say please, thank you, excuse me, pardon me anymore. It's like, what kind of world is this?
Wait a minute. Okay, so this is so. It's sort of off topic.
Okay.
But it's on topic. It's on topic, and I wish we had like video of this. I wish I could share it, but I'm on Ariel's iPad. But so there's this club here in Tampa, right? Blue Martini. Didn't you?
Yes.
Oh. Yes.
Did you see the fight that went down at Blue Martini on Mother's Day?
I saw a whole lot of ass hanging out.
Oh my God.
A whole lot of Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunctions.
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta go research this. Wait.
On Mother's Day.
I don't want to perpetuate a culture of ratchet violence on social media, but I'll be happy to share that in the group.
I think you should.
Yeah.
You need to share this.
Embarrassing. And
Totally tacky.
Very tacky.
Totally
so all
tacky.
these girls, there's a photo of all of them posing, really cute girls.
And were they baby mamas? Were they baby mamas?
I don't know what happened, but they were all cute dresses, oh my God, beautiful bodies, hair, everything.
Right.
And I guess after that photo, something happened. I don't know if someone made an etiquette faux pas, didn't say excuse me.
It was probably over. It was probably over a man.
It was a hot mess.
Who was
It was
probably not even worth it. Not worth all that Bangladeshin going on.
Cops, look, she found her buttons.
She found
I did.
her
Look at
buttons.
The cops were, I think it looked like the cops were laughing.
Oh, Sadi is clowning. She must be in Venice.
I know, this is so cool.
But she's doing that. Yeah, she's on her computer. I can't do
She's
that.
like, bella brava, bella brava. You know what? Sadi's giving us some. She made it through the wilderness.
Somehow I made it through.
She's giving me a very a virgin flashback. All she needs now is the lion panting in the background.
just still trying to figure out how the hell.
These are fabulous. Can I tell you, these are fabulous little buttons.
I know. I love them too. Like, I love it. The Google effects. It's like the best thing ever. Well, anyway, so again, I want to thank everyone who's actually watching, because there are some people who are watching the broadcast, and then there are people who are participating. So let me know. Just jump in on the call if you want to participate. So anyways, thank you. Thank you. And so, yeah, again, this is kind of my way of, like, reaching out to all of you. And I really want to commit to doing this once a week, especially to all the folks who follow me on Twitter, you know, and like all of my postings on Facebook. You know, I really want to take the opportunity to, like, you know, seriously, totally stay connected. And I want to know, like, what you want me to do on the show, or you know, where you want me to go, or who you think I should interview, what you think is funny. You know, this is your way of kind of like getting in on this situation, because we have, you know, we're going into our 4th season, and
so exciting.
You know, it is exciting, and television production is a lot of work to end up with, like, all this. Oh no, they're saying they can't seem to call me. So anyway, so yeah, so to get all of this requires, like, a lot of work, but thanks to all of you people out there, you know, you kind of keep us going. And so, you know, we're adding to our team, and we're making some changes. So hopefully, we will be ready to actually pitch to some distribution companies who are very interested in the show. So that's pretty exciting. So right now we are really just working our brains to the max to come up with the best way to deliver, you know, the show. So again, I'm going to commit to all of you to do this, like, once a week, as you know, before we get into the new season. So that way I can make sure that you're part of the process, and you're part of this journey that we have been on for the past 3 years. So I'm assuming that everyone still wants to keep, like, the hot tea portion of the show, right? Everybody knows what that is, right?
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't know, that's kind of like our way of kind of, you know, discussing all the hot news items. Like, here's one. Have you seen the new Britney Spears Iggy Azalea video?
Oh no.
If you have an extra 4 minutes of oxygen that you're not going to use, you know, I check it out. I just think it's interesting. I think that combination is, like, I don't know what to make of it, because, you know, I'm such a diehard music fan. I'm a diehard diva fan, you know, but I just kind of think it's like, oh, I don't know, this doesn't sound like music anymore. It just sounds like a whole bunch of, like, robots. It really, I mean, seriously, it just seems like a whole bunch of, like, robots, and it's just like, they claim
I don't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, they claim that they're doing all this new stuff, and oh, this time on my album I'm doing this different. I'm just like, well, you know, if everyone's doing this one thing that is so different, well, then actually you're all doing, like, the same thing. You know what I mean?
I absolutely agree. I mean, I think they kind of need to reinvent the wheel. I think people are, like, running to Autotune. Everything sounds perfect in a studio.
And you're right.
Even J-Lo, like, I don't know what show I was watching, but she admitted that she doesn't have, like, a diva voice, like an R&B diva voice. She's
right.
Like, I have a pop voice, which means I have a voice that when you go into the studio and you have your little, you know, whisper on the microphone, and then they make you sound like Britney Spears. So.
Well, you see, But I will say with Jennifer Lopez, though, you do hear, like, when she sings, she sounds like her voice. Like, when she speaks, like, her speaking voice sounds like her singing voice.
Right.
With someone like Britney Spears, like, I don't think she speaks. You know what I mean?
Just like she.
I don't even know how you verbalize that. And then, like, Iggy Azalea, she's from Australia. And she sounds like she's from Washington Park when she raps.
You said Washington Park.
I seriously doubt, if you're from Lakeland watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I seriously doubt she's had it that rough to take that kind of, I don't know. I don't buy it.
I think her stock is going down, though. I don't think her stock is going, her star is not rising anymore. It's falling.
Ah.
Yeah, I think after the whole Azalea Banks thing, her crying and talking about Iggy Azalea and, you know, what that represented for her industry.
Right.
That her star started to fall because, and especially after that really bad clip when no one knew what the hell she was saying.
I don't think anyone knew.
Nobody knew what she was saying.
At all now.
I don't know. So I think her star is falling.
Well, I think it was way too soon for those two. Well, Britney doesn't need to collaborate with anyone because that brand is so built. I mean, she'll have a meltdown tomorrow and then sell out Saturday night. Not a problem. I don't even think they even really needed to come together. I kind of think, you know, maybe Britney's camp was like, bad idea to, like, you know, have Iggy kind of cling on. You know, and it's not about.
I think it was probably, like, from a marketing standpoint, it was probably strategy from Iggy Azalea's camp. Hey, let's jump on these fans so they can maybe cross over and we can collect more fans for Iggy, you know, from Britney's database or people or fans that follow her. But I just, you know, I don't think that works. I think people love you for who you are, and for just being yourself. And I don't think that pairing up with someone is a really great way to, like, collect or pick up more fans unless you're, you know, diva. And where are the divas? You know what I mean? Where are the divas?
Oh my gosh, where are the divas? I have no idea. Where are the divas? You know, seriously, that's a very good question. You know, like, oh, hey. I mean, there's so many people that I can just kind of run, you know, boom, boom. This Tina Turner, Diana Ross, Cher, Bette Midler, like these iconic figures. And now, you know, Madonna. Why is it, do you think, though, that women still have such a hard time? Even the women who are like megastars, it still seems that they have a difficult time in, like, you know, people appreciating, like, their value. Like, you know, the Rolling Stones have, I mean, I really think they're like living zombies. Seriously. I think the Rolling Stones died a long time ago, and Disney World probably did something to, you know, seriously. But no one ever really gives them a hard time for, like, touring, and for Mick Jagger weighing 60 pounds, wet, and jumping around on stage and just still creating rock and roll. But then a woman does it, and it just seems like everybody starts pouncing about she just needs to retire. I like it.
Well, I think part of it too is that women are held to a different standard by media. You know, I think that when you're Joan Jett and you smoke, like, you know, like the Rolling Stones, and you're out drinking and partying every night, and you know, love sex and rock and roll, you know, that doesn't do very well for women, period. So on what we look like. And I think the media is very particular about women and what they look like, the impression that they give, etc. And we're held to a totally different standard, you know.
Ooh, someone's trying to call me.
Oh, someone's coming in.
The phone.
They want to jump on this diva conversation.
I know.
I'm waiting.
Where are you? Who wants to join?
What?
Oh, I found a way to keep doing it. Oh, look, Charlotte Davis is participating. Yay.
Yay!
How? I don't know how.
She's trying to figure it out.
Well, anyway, I still think that's crazy. Let me do another hot tea and send another invite. All right, well, I've invited some more people. So anyways, what's going on in everybody else's neck of the woods? So tell me, Ariel, what is a tea?
Nothing. How are you guys? How's everybody?
Yay.
Hey, Miss Ariel.
I'm new to the program. Woohoo.
That's adorable.
She's so cute. Can I keep her?
Gillette's over here sending messages. Oh.
Oh, I know. We're seriously, we're totally gonna get the hang of this, so that way everybody answer. Oh, what's that? Wait, somebody's calling me like separately.
Oh.
That's bizarre.
Private calls. Look at you.
Oh, I'm getting a private call. We're not gonna do privates today.
What's the tea on that?
I know, like, this is supposed to be a public thing to sing. Sadi. So
Yeah.
let's talk about, speaking of women in media,
Yes.
how does that, because I know you've been in various positions where, especially in the Hispanic and Latino media
Yes.
market, you've been in positions where you've had a lot of people who aren't women, we call those men, under you.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes in that culture, that doesn't go over so well. What have been some of your struggles and like overcoming that?
Yeah. I completely understand if anyone else has ever experienced this. It's very, very difficult, especially in the Hispanic culture. I mean, men are just, for the most part, very machista. It's not really a matriarchal culture. Women aren't really expected to stand up and speak their minds and be opinionated. And, the fact that I was born in the United States makes me a little more opinionated than most people. And I kind of was brought up with that, speak your mind and bring ideas to the table. And that doesn't always go over so well with, the men or Hispanic men in the industry. I think they feel a little bit intimidation. I think there's some insecurity also that they have to kind of deal with. And, part of overcoming that is just really sitting down and trying to have conversations with them and including them in it. I mean, but it's a battlefield for any woman who wants to get, I think, in any kind of an industry and work her way up, because you have to fight the stereotype of, you're just a beautiful woman who got your position one way or another. And it has nothing to do with necessarily your education, your background, or your experience, because, that's not what they look at first.
Oh, right. I know, right? Oh, look, and we have Annie. Hi, Annie.
Hey, how are you? Hi. Sorry it took me so long. It took me forever to get on this freaking thing.
So, okay, let's talk about that experience right now. So you went to the Google Plus Hangout, and what happened?
Me?
Yes.
Me? Oh, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Hey, creative. I'm still learning this.
That's awesome.
I'm still learning this stuff. I'm computer illiterate, and I work on the computer.
Well, this is great, though. I mean, this is my first time doing this and learning it. So this is new and fantastic for all of us, and we can all learn together. First of all, Annie, thank you so much. First of all, if the rest of you who are on the call, like Charlotte, and Ariel and Sadi, please find Annie. She just wrote a fabulous new blog entry about me being a Britney show. And she blogs for It's a Glam Thing.
Awesome.
And I met...
It's a glam thing.
And I met Annie. I was a judge at this fashion gauntlet thing in Orlando. And you were one of the first people that I ran into. And then we totally hit it off and we were kikiing. And she also does a lot of segments for... she's a beauty expert on Studio 10. So I got to meet her mommy and all that. And, such a delightful young lady that we need to corrupt.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jorge. I'm glad to do it for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I thought it was so cute. And because of it, because of your interview that you did on me, I picked up new Twitter and Instagram followers.
That's not even...
Oh, cool.
Yes, that was really cute. And I think people like us that are in the media, that's so important. It's cool to see that Annie is doing her job, as far as the things that she's interested in and blogging about. And then when you kind of interact, and involve yourself in that transaction, all of a sudden the people who love Annie, were exposed to the Jorge Show, went and watched a couple of things, and now they became fans. So I think that's really cool the way all that kind of, all those dots end up connecting together. Anyway, so thank you very much. I shared it and shared it and shared it, mostly because I wanted, more people to get to know you. And I'm sure if they take the time to read that blog, that you wrote about me, I'm pretty sure, because I know what I do, is I don't read that and end up trolling everything else that you're doing. Is that do you tend to do that too sometimes, Sadi or Charlotte?
I do. I often find myself going over to another blogger or another link, and the next thing I know, I'm binge watching or binge reading on that person. So Annie, I'm definitely going to check out your blog. I've got to check that out.
Yes.
Well, thank you. What are you a blogger too?
No, I actually work in media, and I have my own media creators company. I'm actually starting a blog, so any tips for people that want to start their own blog or start writing?
So you're going to start a blog. Annie, tell us.
I feel like I have stuff I need to say, but how do you get started?
Well, the way I got started was actually I walked into work one day and my boss was there, but throughout time I've learned little things. Refrain from using the words I love or awesome in all of your posts, because after a while people are going to think this girl is nuts, okay, or something like that. They're going to think, you know what I mean? They're going to think she loves everything. This is awesome, all that. So my biggest thing, be true to yourself and refrain from those. And if you feel you have something to say, just say it. Whether if it comes from the heart, that's the most important thing. Like when I wrote about Jorge, about a week to get a story in my mind, but once I got it, I wrote it in 10 minutes. And once if it comes, just write it down, but then reread it. Yeah. You just gotta write. Just if you feel it, just do it. Just write it down. Write down notes. If you get inspired by something, write it down. That's the easiest thing. And my biggest thing is I draw inspiration from people and from the industry I'm in. So if you find something that inspires you, write it down. Next thing you know, you'll have a story and it'll be written down. And also, don't ever forget to tag people. Like if you're writing about a company, tag them. If like Jorge, I tagged him. I tagged the Jorge Show. And then those hashtags. Hashtags are your biggest thing. So that's my tips.
I love it. I love it. That was really great.
Thank you. I'm glad I can help.
And what's really cool is I realized that Annie started like forming like relationships with a lot of these like beauty product providers. Now they're sending you stuff to try and to write reviews on. I thought that was like really cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, but thank you. Also, one big thing I've noticed is I went in and I got a hold of them. Like I'm not the kind of person that thinks they come to me, I go to them, because I was telling Jorge when I met him with my mom, I said, there are people out there who say, oh yeah, you should know who I am. Well, not necessarily. I don't have to know who you are, but I want to know who you are. I want these companies to know who I am. So.
Can you repeat that again? I'm going to type that. What'd you say? You should know who I am. Is that what they say?
Yeah, I have had that before. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should, but I don't want to.
Ooh. Annie.
Hey, I'm just being totally honest.
There you go. So Annie.
I'm just being honest.
There you go. Now, Annie, you also are a cosmetologist too, and an educator, right?
I'm not. I am a cosmetologist. I'm a licensed hairdresser, but I find my writing is my educating. I don't really get up and educate people, but I do it through my writing, and my writing helps other people too.
Bro, that's education because people read that, and people need to read more, and reading is education.
Like your etiquette book.
Exactly. Like people really need
your etiquette.
I'm going to come up with my own. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Thank you, Stadi, for that. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to come up with my own, like, etiquette book. And
I think you should. You should write a book. It should be all about how to be fabulous.
Well, the thing is, because, like, it's so funny because, like, if, a lot of my lady girlfriends, they always know, like, I have certain, like, friendship rules. So I'm just going to type that in. Friendship rules. And, no one's allowed to use this because it's going to be in my new book that I'm going to put out. Okay? And, number one is I don't help anybody move. Don't ask me. You know what I mean? I just
don't help anybody move. Is that what you said?
Like, oh, I got this new apartment. I got this new house. I'm moving. I cannot stand it. Do not ask me. Then people make, oh, we're going to have a painting party. I'm like, going to paint your house is not a party for me. You know what I mean? I would rather buy the paint and give it to you, and you paint your own house, right? Or, you know what? I will go with you to help get boxes so you can pack yourself and move yourself. And it's just so, I just can't. I don't know why. I just can't. I'll help you do all kinds of things, but do not ask me to help you move because I will tell you no. But I'll buy you lunch. Number two, and Shalette might know this, you get one breakup per I'm gonna say love interest. How about that?
Yeah, you get one
oh, you know that one, right, Shalette?
Break for emergency. Yeah, Super Jorge. Dive in. I've used mine. Mine is used up. So ever since then, Jorge doesn't want to hear anything about any man in my life. They don't exist. Whatever.
Carry that. But yeah, you get one. But for instance,
okay.
Let's just say that I was in a relationship and I broke up. And I do a Google Hangout with all of you. And I'm like, oh my God. Please be there for me. I can't believe it. He's a low-down, dirty dog. Oh, no, man. He's out of the house. It's over. It's a wrap. right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then it's Tuesday, and I'm like, oh, I love him. It's fine. He does a lot of nice things for me. You just used up your one like breakup. I'm there for you, friend. I'm your friend kind of thing. Now, let's just say you have a new love interest. Well, then you get that benefit, that friendship benefit, like restored because it's like a new situation. So you're back at 1. That's good.
Oh my God.
Thank you. You get to start because it's 1 breakup. I'm there for you per love interest.
I'm so glad we're having this conversation right now.
Yeah, you just got the rules clarified for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
We started that, but thank you.
Yes.
This is good advice because I've never had a boyfriend, so this is good advice. Thank you, Jorge.
All right. Like I will be there. I will do drive-bys with you. I will like egg them out. I will prank call them. Like I will like show up with you at their job and create a scene. You know what I mean? I will only do that.
Ow.
1 time per and then I love to do all that stuff, but it's got to be with somebody new. It's got to be in a new. You know what I mean? That's that. And the other rule, which is number 3. Oh, I love this.
I'm not seeing any of your rules, by the way. If you're
It's in the chat. It's in the group chat.
Ah!
Yes.
Group chat, sorry.
And that is money.
Money.
Yes.
Okay.
I could use some of that right about.
I don't necessarily let people borrow money, especially family. And my girls, like you guys, you're my family. But this is my rule. If you need money, all right, don't ask me to borrow.
What the hell did
Yes. You in your head come up with an amount that you think I can afford to give you, and then let it go. And it's a wrap. Don't ever ask me again. I do not want it back because I don't want to feel bad for asking you to pay me back. Yes! Okay? So I don't mind helping. But in your head, be like, if you need 500, don't ask me for 2 because I'm just going to give you 2. If I can give you 5, I will. Right? But I know how real the struggle can be.
Oh, it is so real.
Right? So, but you can't ask me again. So you got to get the most for your ass. Most for your ass. You got to get the most for your ass. And, usually a good time is right, like, after taxes. Like, that government savings plan.
Yes.
Yes. That, like, oh, cash in April, that would be a great time to ask. Never ask around the holidays. That's why there's like Amscott. I would say usually between like April, May, it's a good time. But get the most for your ask, right?
I have to agree with you on that one.
Another friendship rule, and this is because I have a very like hood mentality when it comes to like friendships, and for me, like I would rather you be loyal than love me. You know what I'm saying? Which means that if you're on the murder scene, you didn't see anything. I did not do it. Like I will do a little Kim and be like, nah, that wasn't her. No. It was not her. She was not there. We were shopping. She's got a lot of haters. They're always trying to like do her down. But we do have to have like a private convo because you have to let me know the tea so I can cover for you. Don't set me up to make you look guilty. You know? Right? Let me know what I need to do so I can be in on it, and then we can have a lady one-on-one later to be like, oh, what are you doing?
So is it sort of like confession? You know, like back in the day, you go to the Catholic Church and you say, hey, I'm going to commit murder, but I need a pardon before I go and commit murder.
Yes.
So, okay, I just need to straight up tell you. We need to roll out.
Exactly. And the other thing is, on the loyalty situation, because I know a lot of times, I've been in situations where, like, you'll be out with everybody, and everybody hates each other, and then you have someone from outside the group, like, will try to get all in on the kiki, right? Throwing somebody that you with some shade, and then if you're in the group, you can't join that outside party and throw shade at somebody that's within the group kiki. You know what I mean? That would be like if Sadi, right, started a private chat with Charlotte, right, talking about how she don't like Ariel's, like, you know, bangle like earrings. Okay. That's not cute because we are one group kiki. Now, if there was like a side bitch over there, now we can all keep her over there. And we gotta stay loyal to each other within the GK. Hashtag. You know what I'm saying? And that is the group Kiki.
The rule.
I'm gonna be taking notes.
I'm taking notes.
I'm just glad to be
When
here.
is the book available?
I think that's a book I'm literally gonna read.
Right.
And I don't read.
And this is another thing too. Oh my gosh, like, you know when you go to like, when you go out with people and then like you're at a table and you have like dinners and stuff like that, like I get so nervous when the check comes because like no one ever jumps like at the gate like pay for it, right? But then like if you have this hoe over here and she got like 3 glasses of wine, 2 shots, you know, she got the steak and the lobster, and you got like a miso soup and maybe some lemon water, and at the end of it, this bitch want to be like, oh, let's just split it. I'm like, split what? Bring cash, because you don't want to announce, you know, to the establishment, you know, that like, oh, we're going to split the check. And people start busting out with calculators at the table. I get really...
Dude, I'm a calculator person
Yeah, but you have to be discreet about it.
Yeah,
3
it's not
glasses,
production, right?
yeah, 3 glasses of wine in, bitches be like, yeah, let's just split it. I'm like, no, bitch, we ain't splitting nothing. I did not ask for no bottle of wine. I don't even drink red wine. It makes me sleepy and cranky. You know, I drink the white because it's not as caloric. I'm sorry. You're going to have to take the bus home because I am not going to split this 3 ways.
Jorge, okay.
Have cash and pay for your own situation and don't depend on people. You just can't. It stresses me out.
Jorge, do you know that waitress from Monday night tried to pocket your $20 and put your miso and seaweed salad on somebody else's check?
No!
What?
Yes.
The shade of it all.
Yes.
Let's all do it together. The shade of it all.
You most certainly did.
Are you serious? She tried to pocket
Yep, she sure
the
did.
$20.
And homegirl with the boob, she was the one to call it out, and I'm not gonna say why, but she was like, I don't want to be that person, but I'm going to need to see his check because I did not order seaweed salad. And I saw you. Like, she said the girl took the $20 bill and was like, yep, and folded it up, put it in her pocket.
Oh, my God.
That's
I
ridiculous.
ended up paying for somebody else's entree instead of my entree, but it's all cool, whatever, because we girls and everything. But yeah, she messed up. That whole night was messed up.
Well, that's why I don't like participating in things like that. That stuff stresses me out because no one ever gets it right.
Yeah.
You know it?
And that's what good looks will get you along with, because that girl was cute. She was a cute girl.
Oh, she wasn't that
Long, like Australian.
no Tina Shea, but no girl is that cute enough for me, honey.
Well, not for you. But for,
Nice.
yes.
But that's crazy.
Okay, so let me just make sure I don't go to that establishment.
Just don't order the seaweed salad.
I'm not gonna say no names, but it is in South Texas. It was cool though. I liked it. It was like the concept was nice. It was like sushi, and the owner was there. He's very friendly. We were there for someone's birthday sushi after dance class.
Yeah, but unfortunately it was the waitress that just kind of.
But we told, like we all told.
I love that. You see, now you just practice great group kiki. See, because you were like, you didn't target your inner circle. You were able to externalize and target that thought.
Who said thought?
Yes, that thought. Hashtag that thought.
Well, I have to see your text. I'm trying to see your text.
Like, does everyone know what that means? A thought? Annie, you know what thought means?
No.
No.
How do you know what a thought means? A
What's
thought.
a thought?
Thot. That hoe over there.
I don't like that word.
Wow.
I do.
I mean, I know, like, see that word, but I still don't like that word.
You know what? When I figured out what it was, I was like, ah! And I actually totally fell in love with it.
Of course.
Anytime you can take a whole bunch of words and make it one word, I think is genius.
I just want to know who came up with it and if they're making any money off of it. That's all I want to know.
Well, let me write this down really quick. Make t-shirts stop.
There's a thought.
So anyways, why don't you girls share with me what are some fabulous things you think we should try to do, like, in the new season? Like, I go back and forth on whether or not I want to go back into a studio or if I should still perform this show live in front of an audience, because it's two different shows and the end result is completely different. And so, I kind of go back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. So what are your insights on any of that? Oh, so we got some dogs in the house. Now,
My neighbors.
Annie, you've never seen my show like in the live audience. So for those of you who have seen the show in the live audience and then like in studio, what do you think?
Live audience. I like a live audience. I don't. Live audience.
I'm with Shalette. I'm with live.
Why do you think? Okay, so why? Why live?
Because you can interact with the people watching, too. I agree.
I think Jorge's just on fire when he feeds off of people's energy. And I just think when you have that like live energy, whether, it's a huge crowd or a small crowd, I just think you really, I don't know, and I think Shalette sees it a lot too, Don't you feel like he just gets fired up by the people in the audience? Like it just brings more out of him?
He does. He does. And, you know, Jorge is really big on energy. He's an Aquarius, just like his wife.
Oh, that explains a lot. That
That's
explains a lot.
So, like, when Jorge can feel the energy of the crowd, he's going to, his performance goes up like 100%. Like, otherwise, he's just sitting around, like, in a studio with him and me and, like, a technical director and a couple of camera people, and it's just us kind of saying, like, whatever we had planned on saying that day. There's somebody in the audience that has, like, really fabulous shoes, or they have a really funny kind of connection before or after or during the taping of the show. His performance just gets better. And it's fun because we do the happy hour before, and then we do the let out afterwards, and, you know, it's all, like, cute, take pictures, Instagram and social media and all that stuff.
There's like a lot more kiki time, right? A lot more time for him to kiki with people, I think.
Yeah. I think it's good for the show, and it's good for the community.
Ah, okay, great. Okay, cool. Well, that's all very good information. So, so I mean, I'm just, thinking that then that's the route that we should stick to. I think we kind of we set a precedence, and now it's kind of like, it'd be a shame not to continue to keep charging the way and being able to do that, like, regionally and, and keep it moving. So I think you're absolutely right. I really think it's imperative that we do stay, we're still the show that's doing it differently. I mean, within the area. Because live shows aren't necessarily, like, different. I mean, there's live shows all over the place, just not here.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think we still have such a great opportunity to continue to involve and infuse the show with the community. And you're right, you can't do it if you only have, like, 4 people inside a studio.
Right.
You don't get, like, the real-time connection. And I'd like to, for as long as I can, continue to be accessible to the people who watch the show. Plus, it's, like, really cute now that, like, I'm the only one doing it like that, period, in the area. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all know that you love to be the only one and the first one to, like, get out there and do this.
The only one for you. Well, so it looks like we're going to get back into action in August, and there are a lot of different things that we're going to experiment with this year. Like, I know that we're planning on seeing a lot more of my mother on the show.
Love you.
And the reason why, I mean, she used to participate before, but then she stopped because we got to get her grill in check.
That's not true. Not true.
I love the way Shalette just comes out to defend Mom on that one.
I'll kill you for saying that.
I know. And so now that, she showed up at one show telling everybody that she can't take any pictures because her tooth fell out and if anyone had any super glue. And I'm like, did she really just ask the people in the audience for super glue so she could glue, like, her tooth back? And I'm like, why are you showing up to the show with no teeth? That's great.
I back here. No one saw it until she pointed it out.
She's like, don't take any pictures, look. But anyways, because I think it's great. It's like, maybe, she's just such a, her energy is super explosive, and it's always really funny, and it's always fun to have her on the show because, if I'm out of jokes, I can just always just, my mom can jump on it really quick and just, it's great. But, you guys know how much I love my mom, and so she's, like, been a part of this situation from the very beginning. So I always like to include her because it's, like, it's so fun for her, and I love to see her, like, be glamorous and fabulous and have fun. And then like I kind of go like on break. I'm like, oh great, co-pilot, she's fine. Yes, I can just chill and watch all the drama go down and not be responsible for it. So that's pretty and then we're also going to be, oh, look at your background, it's adorable. And so I'm also going to be starting a podcast. And we're gonna start our own podcasting network. So a lot of the creative people that I get to work with in the fall, we'll be creating our own podcasting network, which will have a variety of programs, and they all are pretty much going to complement all the projects that we're working on. You know, I kind of had like this thing pop into my head. I was like, well, you know, how can I continue to kind of connect with my audience and build my audience, you know, and kind of stick with them when I'm not on air with new shows? And so I thought, oh my gosh, we could be doing like Google Hangouts, and we can be podcasting, you know, so instead of watching all these repeat shows, you can still do that, but at the same time, we still don't lose, you know, footing in our friendship, you know. And so anyway, so I'm going to be working with some fabulous people. And so if you're watching this on YouTube, stay tuned to the fall, because when our new season starts, we're going to be announcing some other great things that are going to be happening with some of the wonderful people that I'm involved with creatively. And, of course, the big gay giveaway will return to the Jorge Show.
Yay!
So that's really fun. I can't even believe we got away in doing that anyway last year, so we definitely have to do that again. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to have it sooner rather than later. And so you're not going to know that you're showing up to the big gay giveaway. You're only going to find out if you arrive on the show that we're doing the big gay. Last year, we promoted it, invited people, and there was like this designated time for the big gay giveaway. This year, we're not going to tell you. You're just going to arrive, and you're going to think you're there for a particular show, and then it's not going to be that show. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And the other thing that I want to do, that I know we're going to do, we didn't get the opportunity to do it last season, but and especially like with the political climate, we are also going to have Jorge's big gay wedding giveaway.
Woo! Yay!
So, and that's gonna be fun because I'm gonna be officiating the wedding along with Judge Susan Sexton, and she's super awesome. Yeah, I'll find her on Twitter. Make sure you follow her. And she's so funny and super cute. And so that's going to be in the spring. And so we're going to, release all the rules. But you have to be, so funny. I love exclusivity. And in order to win the big gay wedding, we're going to, put on your wedding. We're going to officiate it. We're going to have it catered. We're going to get dresses for you, rings, all that. It's all going to be on TV. Where are you going?
Poor dog.
So that's going to be great. And we have a fabulous going to be helping us put that together. So that's going to be fun. Anyways, so there are plenty of ways for you and all your friends to participate in the show. So please make sure you tell all your friends. And if you have any ideas, oh my God, I am working. No respect. So, again, any ideas you want to share with me, I would love to have every single one of you on the show. So let's stay connected. We're going to keep doing these hangouts, and to provide some build-up until we start back up again. So make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. And again, reach out to me anytime. Thank you so much for all your support, and I can't wait to continue to do more fabulous things with all of you. And thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't even think about it, dog.
Just